Hello and welcome friends to my channel, where we'll be simming vicariously through the lives of the Sims. Allow me to introduce Ginger Snap, future bed and breakfast mogul, present day broke person. She's come to Gibby Point armed only with her cat, her ambition, and a questionable tolerance for sub-zero temperatures. With that, let's get this challenge started. Very quickly, I'm just perusing the landscape. You know, taking a gentle little look-see around, scoping out anything Ginger can turn into money. Foraging, fishing, mild thievery. Listen, we're not ruling anything out. And let's put her situation into perspective. It is winter. She has 0 simoleons, a cat to keep alive, and optimism levels that quite frankly defy science. So as I scan the coastline, here's what we've got to work with. 2 fishing spots that are basically her future best friends. 1 lonely easel someone irresponsibly left unattended, and therefore up for grabs. A paper crafting station that looks like it could be a gold mine if she figures out which end of the scissors to use, and a single garden plot bravely poking through the frost. In other words, it's not much. Yeah, that's it. It's not much. Of course, before any grand money-making schemes can begin, Ginger must fulfill her first and most sacred obligation, petting Snicker Doodle. Because if there's one thing you don't do on day 1 of a Rags to Riches challenge, it's neglect the cat who's clearly in charge. Now, before getting out there, let's talk strategy. Or rather, the lack of options disguised as strategy. Painting costs money. Gardening? Seed packets. Also, money. The paper crafting station, well, I've never used it, but given our current financial situation, I'm going to assume it also demands money. And Ginger at this moment possesses exactly 0 simoleons, so no money. So really, the only activity available that doesn't require an upfront investment is fishing, which makes it our entire business model for the day. Which is extremely lucky for us because Ginger proceeds to have the kind of fishing day that suggests Poseidon himself owes her a favor. Right away, she's instantly reeling in loot like she's starring in a fishing-themed heist movie. Upgrade parts, random produce, because sure, why wouldn't the sea stock lemons? A handful of fish, and yes, even those you usually have to work hard for this, rare items, just tossed in like an afterthought. By the end of her little angling adventure, she's pulled in 768 simoleons on day 1. After absolutely scamming the ocean for everything it's worth, Ginger decides it's time to take care of some basic biological needs. So she heads over to the public bathrooms, minding her own business, and that's exactly when the Glow and Flow Festival decides to erupt around her. Music, lights, vibes, it's all happening. Does Ginger participate? No. Does she immediately take advantage of the public grill to slap some jellyfish onto it like she's auditioning for a culinary fever dream? Dolphinately. So while everyone else is glowing, flowing, and having a spiritually enlightening festival experience, Ginger is standing off to the side, calmly enjoying a plate of grilled jellyfish like this is all perfectly normal behavior. And honestly, respect. While Ginger enjoys her gently luminescent dinner, I pop back over to the lot to handle something far more important, creating a survival setup for Snicker Doodle. Because in this family, we may be broke, but we do not let our fur friends freeze. Because winter just so happens to be nature's hostile mood swing, I slap down a tiny 1-wall shelter for now. And then I grab the essentials, a food bowl, a litter box, and a little bed. Specifically, the egg bed. With Snickerdoodle's luxury 1-wall estate officially constructed, it's time to get Ginger back out there to squeeze a little more profit out of the day. But before she can even pick up her fishing rod again, I spot a painting on that lonely easel from earlier, just sitting there unattended. Naturally, by the sacred laws of finders keepers, losers weepers, I nabbed that sucker to turn a profit. With that unexpected art heist, ethical acquisition out of the way, Ginger Snap gets back to fishing, and miraculously, she actually catches a few things. Nothing glamorous, mind you, no rare sturgeon, no aquatic crown jewels, but hey, a fish is a fish, and simoleons are simoleons. Slowly but surely, our girl inches her way out of the negative net worth zone. With her pockets a bit fuller and a morally gray decision or two behind her, Ginger can now splurge on the most glamorous item a broke sim can own, a tent. It may not have heat, electricity, or structural integrity, but it does prevent hypothermia, and that's all we're asking for at this stage. With shelter officially secured, day one of Ginger Snap's future bed and breakfast empire comes to a close. We started with nothing, and now we have slightly more than nothing. We're making progress. Thanks for joining me for the very first day of Ginger's cozy Christmas bed and breakfast in progress. If you enjoyed this chaotic holiday beginning, feel free to like, subscribe, and join me again for day 2, where Ginger attempts to edge one step closer to owning a charming winter getaway. Bye!